we have here the champion of Jess Bolas, David the Matador Alcaide. Congratulations, amigo.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So how was the experience playing here at Sharks?
It's amazing experience, no? More when you play against Dennis, no? But this venue is so nice venue. I want to say every international player have the opportunity to come to play here. Is really good place.
Okay, thank you. So how tough it is to have an opponent like Dennis Herculio?
Dennis for me is the champion, no? When you play long race, I don't know who is the opponent to beat Dennis. Of course, I have the first 2 days he missed so many easy game, and they give me the opportunity to stay so close in the score. Today I think I play really good. Maybe the last 8 rack I have a little bad luck, but finally I try to stay focused in my game. Finally I win the match.
Yes, congratulations again. So what are your challenges since day one up to now?
Sorry, understand? Sorry.
Sorry, what are your challenges? What do you think is the most challenging part of battling against Dennis Herculio?
It's tough when you play Dennis. Safety game is really tough. Everybody see the break don't work for us. We need to play so many push out, safety, kick. But when you play against Denny, normally he win the rack.
So again next week you'll be playing again against Carlo Biado, the Matador versus the Black Tiger. So what is your message for Carlo Biado?
The last U.S. Open we played 2 times. The first time winner side I beat him. In the last 60 he beat me in the hill. We will see, but it's another great experience for me, play against Biado. Of course, thank you so much to Charles, thank you so much to Tito Peri for giving me this opportunity. We will see, but now it's time to go Boracay.
Okay. So thank you so much again. Congratulations, David. So that's it. Thank you so much. See you, Sharkanatics. We have here the champion of Jess Bolas, David the Matador Alcaide. Congratulations, amigo.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So how was the experience playing here at Sharks?
It's amazing experience, no? More when you play against Dennis, no? But this venue is so nice venue. I want to say every international player have the opportunity to come to play here. Is really good place.
Okay, thank you. So how tough it is to have an opponent like Dennis Herculio?
Dennis for me is the champion, no? When you play long race, I don't know who is the opponent to beat Dennis. Of course, I have the first 2 days he missed so many easy game, and they give me the opportunity to stay so close in the score. Today I think I play really good. Maybe the last 8 rack I have a little bad luck, but finally I try to stay focused in my game. Finally I win the match.
Yes, congratulations again. So what are your challenges since day one up to now?
Sorry, understand? Sorry.
Sorry, what are your challenges? What do you think is the most challenging part of battling against Dennis Herculio?
It's tough when you play Dennis. Safety game is really tough. Everybody see the break don't work for us. We need to play so many push out, safety, kick. But when you play against Denny, normally he win the rack.
So again next week you'll be playing again against Carlo Biado, the Matador versus the Black Tiger. So what is your message for Carlo Biado?
The last U.S. Open we played 2 times. First time winner side I beat him. In the last 60 he beat me in the hill. We will see, but it's another great experience for me. Play against Biado. Of course, thank you so much to Charles. Thank you so much to Tito Peri for giving me this opportunity. We will see, but now it's time to go Boracay.
Okay. So thank you so much again. Congratulations, David. So that's it. Thank you so much. See you, Sharkanatics.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Tiger Biado, and of course, David, the Matador Alcaide. So good evening, Carlo and David.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so I'll start with David. Sir, how was your trip to Boracay?
It's so nice. No, it's my first time there. So beautiful beach. Really nice water.
So how are you feeling today?
I have good feeling. Of course, it's another tough match again. Biado is everybody know who is Biado. I trying to give my best.
So how did you prepare for this highly anticipated match between you and Sir Carlo Biado?
I trying to relax my mind in Boracay for the last session with Dennis so strong. Now I think I am ready, but you never know what happened.
So what do you think will be the challenges this time for you?
I think it's for the both for the last challenge is the break is so important for us. We will see what happens.
So do you have any message for your fans out there?
Yeah, so many messages of say congratulations. Give me more support.
And we also have here Sir Carlo, the Black Tiger Biado, who also came back from US. So anong nararamdaman mo, sir, aside from jet lag? Syempre.
Okay naman. Nakapag-adjust na ako kasi lagi naman ako nabiyahe sa US. So, good luck na lang sa amin dalawa. Sana maganda ilalaro ko ngayon.
So tingin mo, since dito gaganapin yung match nyo ni Sir David, what are the disadvantages and advantages for you?
Siyempre, yung mga tingin ko, yung mga lamang tayo sa sa crowd. Yeah, kasi dito gaganapin sa atin. So, ano na lang, panoorin na lang nila kung ano mangyayari. So, ano na lang, gagawin ko na lang yung dapat kong gawin.
So do you have any message for your fans, sir?
Ah, sa mga fans ko, manood kayo. Magandang laban to. Kaya stay tuned lang.
So that's it. So uh will it be Carlo the Black Tiger, or will it be David the Matador Alcaide? We'll find out soon, only at Sharks, the Mecca of pool. So this is Cassie once again, and for the commentary we have Luis Martinez and Aris Almario.
Good evening and welcome to Sharks. We will be now witnessing this matchup between David Alcaide, El Matador versus Carlo Biado, the Black Tiger. It's a 3-day challenge, race to 63, and we will be starting in a few moments for the lag of both players to see who's going to be breaking in the very first rack of this highly anticipated matchup of ours. The current US Open champion, Carlo Biado, going up against World Pool Masters champion back in 2019, David Alcaide, El Matador. And to all viewers out there, good evening from the Philippines. Thanks for tuning into Sharks. Once again, Sharks is here to hand you all kinds of billiard or pool matches for amateurs, professionals, and world-class matches here in our Sharks Arena. So in a few minutes, stay tuned. We will be seeing the lag on who's gonna break for the very first rack. Once again, we're going to be keeping you company. This is Aris Almario along with Luis Martinez. We're going to be doing commentary here. Try to analyze the kind of shots that each player is going to be playing. And here we go for the lag. And it looks like Carlo Biado is going to be winning this lag. He's going to be breaking in the very first rack here of El Matador versus the Black Tiger. And so, Luis, good evening to you. What do you think we can expect from these guys?
Good evening, first of all, to you, Shark Kinetics, and to you, Professor Freeze Aris Almario. Of course, we'll be expecting fireworks for today's matchup. And of course, that break is brought to you by Rapa Commercial. I guess that is our first dry break for tonight.
And David Alcaide's very first shot here looks to be a safety. He's going for that. He wanted to be behind the blue two, but didn't get there. Well, a dry break from Carlo, and that has been the story of most racks that we have here, making it more interesting for us viewers.
Simple containment there coming from Carlo Biado.
And this has to be a really nice safety shot played by David Alcaide. This time Carlo Biado looks to be kicking, and I think he just called that 9 ball or the 1 going towards that corner.
One corner.
Nice kick there, but this is going to be selling out for David. Well, with the looks of this layout, if David Alcaide, I was about to say, if David Alcaide was about to make that one, it was a fairly easy layout, but that's our very first miss here in this matchup.
One corner.
And I'd say, Luis, that was one apiece for each
That's right.
player.
After all, partner, this is our very first rack of the night. So we can almost expect na medyo malamig pa yung mga tira ng ating players.
Yeah, still going for a number of adjustments, I believe. Still getting accustomed to how the table plays because apparently each player hasn't had enough practice here on this table. Just a number of racks before they began. That was about it for practice.
6 corner.
Nice effort coming from Carlo. Playing a kick there, looking to get safe. Now David has called the stripe 9.
Sure.
No reward though. Looks like he's kicking and he's called that farther corner pocket. There you go, just measuring things up.
Safe.
Well, probably Carlo can slide this cue ball off that one for position in the blue. Might be bouncing as well on that side rail in between the 5 and the 4. That's a possibility. Or just bump the 3.
Extension.
Well, that time he bumped the 5. Now he's in perfect shape for this too. Just leaves himself fairly straight in 3. Looks like he's going to be bouncing off that side rail towards where the 3 is going to be made. Going to be using a bit of inside here. Oh, but well, naalala ko bigla. I remember Carlo Biado likes using draw. Reason why he chose to go the foot rail and the side rail more often. Carlo Biado chooses to draw his cue ball instead of roll it forward. Well, a bit more angle than he wanted. Still trying to figure out this table, but it's going to be a very long race to 63. So just the first rack. Carlo Biado likes using those rails. Likes hitting them with a bit of pace instead of settling for a riskier slow roll. And with the stand ball, his first point, Carlo Biado.
Just a few highlights of our previous rack.
And to our viewers right now, these two guys are no strangers when it comes to matches. Apparently in the last US Open Championship, well, they met up there. And by the way, all these events that we have here for you, El Matador, the Black Tiger, and everything else coming up is brought to us, made possible by our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Rapa Commercial, and Phil Q's Billiard Q's. So again, thank you to our sponsors. It wouldn't be possible if it weren't for these guys. And El Matador here, a number of accomplishments that he has. A list here, that's the most recent, the 2022 World Cup of Pool champion with his partner Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Twice a Mosconi Cup champion, twice World Pool Masters champion, and a 6-time European champion. Twice the Eurotour champion and 2017 Kremlin Cup champion. And quote unquote, for me, billiard is my work and my sport. That is David Alcaide for you. And this being an alternate break format, David is going to be breaking in a few moments.
And this break is brought to you by Rapa Commercial. So far, nothing down for David Alcaide. And I guess that's a wrap for Carlo Biado, since that 2-ball is just waiting for a 2-10 combination.
And with that, Carlo Biado is leaving himself fairly easy combination here for his second point. It's going to be all about the break for these guys. And decides to go for a carom, and there you have it, Carlo Biado quickly with 2 points.
Bit of unfortunate there for David Alcaide. And of course, getting the benefit is Carlo Biado with a 2-10 combination. Very nice carom there on the 10. So now he has 2 points. And of course, this coming August, Sharkinetics, we have another special event for you guys. This time we have a special visitor from Taiwan, and that is Kopinyi. So this time he'll be facing our very own Dennis Orculio. So this is a 3-day event once again, Sharkinetics. And this is brought to you by Sharks. Carlo Biado, Sharkinetics, the Black Tiger, recently the World Games champion of 2017, World 9-Ball champion of 2017 as well. And the most recent award is the US Open champion of 2021 and the SEA Games gold medalist as well. Quote unquote, billiard is my way of living. There you have it, Sharkinetics. Again, you're watching the very first day of our Race to 63, a 3-day event, Race to 63, between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. So far, leading the way is Carlo Biado with 2 points.
Yes, and I was saying no strangers at the table. These two guys are. They met at the US Open Championship last year. The very first match, David Alcaide won that against Carlo Biado. That was in the first round of that championship. And on the way to the finals and winning his first, Carlo Biado finally beat David Alcaide, a hill match. We can all see that on YouTube.
Break.
And this time, Carlo Biado gets a dry break. So once again, this is the third dry break for these guys. Luckily for Carlo, I think David Alcaide can see enough of the one, but not enough for him to make this. Unless, of course, he does swerve his cue ball.
Tension.
Or can he? And there you have it. Not exactly as clear as it is for them when it comes to seeing the kind of shot that they would be playing. Rattles that in. David leaves himself a really nice angle for him to bounce off that side rail. Lots of spin. Getting really nice on this pink 4. I believe just wants to leave himself that spot where he just pointed his Q-tip.
Okay, nice angle on the 5 to easily get onto the 6. Okay, still okay. Can still just stun this cue ball or put that cue ball right at the center of the table. And I guess this rack belongs to David Alcaide. Last 4 balls for him for his very first point.
Using the bridge shouldn't be a problem for David. But he has to control his cue ball for an easier shot on this stripe 9 ball. And chooses to bounce off the rail, and it looks like he's got him perfect here. Simple stop, a bit of draw. Shouldn't that I think he's gonna do. And there you have it. The score right now is 2-1 in favor of Carlo Biado. Once again, you are watching El Matador and Black Tiger. The first player to get onto 21 points will end this night. The very first night here of this matchup between these two guys. Two guys I believe are future Hall of Famers when it comes to the BCA Hall of Fame.
Was a very nice run out there from David Alcaide. Of course, that's coming from a dry break coming from Carlo Biado. So now he has 1 point. And another event for you, Sharkinetics, another 3-day event. We do have another visitor from Taiwan, and this is Koping Chung. he'll be facing against our very own Jericho Banyares. This event is brought to you by Sharks. David Alcaide on your screen, Shark Kinetics, also known as the Matador 2022 World Cup of Pool champion, alongside his partner Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, two-time Mosconi champion, two-time World Pool Master champion, six-time European champion, 2017 Kremlin Cup champion, and two-time Eurotour champion. So this time it will be David Alcaide to break, looking to tie things up with Carlo Biado at 2 points. That break is brought to you by Rapa.
Once again, another dry break there from David Alcaide, leaving Carlo Biado. Not exactly an easy shot. Hence, electing to go for a safety. Well, that's not gonna work for Carlo. He was looking to get behind a number of balls there, but right now has given a chance for David. Possibly gonna be bouncing off two rails. That was a nice shot there. Really solid fundamentals here from David Alcaide, as you can see. No movement really. Really, one thing I like about David's game is how solid he shoots. And with this, it looks like he's going to be drawing his cue ball, depending on the kind of angle he left himself here. Or maybe going forward, if that's what he was pointing at. Let's see. And just like that, decides to roll his cue ball. Maybe he's measuring up for position on the 5 that time. So now David, with this, it looks like he may draw or slide just before the side pocket, I believe.
Left himself a good angle here on the 5 to easily get onto the 6. I guess, partner, this is a wrap for David Alcaide.
Oh, that's nice speed, but he doesn't want to be on the rail. It's going to be difficult for him this time. He's going to manage speed here of this shot. Wants to get just past the 8 for him to have a shot on that brown 7. Nicely struck. Avoids scratching, avoids the side pocket. Well, I'd say your assumption was right. Just a bit too much juice there from David. Slightly overran position. Still manageable.
Nice control there on the cue ball, so left himself a good angle on the 9. The bounce of one rail going to the 10. There you have it, David Alcaide tying things up with Carlo Biado at 2 points.
Well, that shot on the 1 really set it up for David Alcaide. Failed safety attempt from Carlo and led to a point here for David. Still a lot more racks to be played here. We're 2 apiece this night, the very first night here at El Matador versus Black Tiger. It's gonna be race to 21.
And of course, this special event for you Sharkanatics is brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Rappa Commercial, and Phil Q's Billiard Cues.
Well, once again, thanks to our sponsor, Phil Q's. Started in 2018, is in the promotion of Philippine custom and production cues that can match and surpass the quality of cue makers in the international community. And here we have it. This matchup between Carlo and David is tied to a piece. Effectively, this becomes a race to 19 for tonight. It's all about the break. So far, each player has had 2 dry breaks. That has been the story so far. Let's see in a few moments. It's Carlo right now who's going to be breaking. And Biado now is breaking from the left side of this table.
Nothing down for Carlo Biado. And I believe David Alcaide has an open layout here.
And, well, just a bit too thin. Looks like the spin took on too early. Thereby leading to a miss from David. And now a chance once again for Carlo. Didn't want to bump that too. Still works for him this time. Well, with how the 3 and the 10 are lined up, it's probable that he takes on that combination. Here we are, calling that stripe 10 for his 3rd point, Carlo Biado. And with conviction, makes that 10 ball drop, and he now has 3 points, Carlo Biado. Well, a miss from Alcaide proved to be costly as Carlo takes this on quickly with that 3 and 10. More often, Carlo Biado, we see him shoot particularly with conviction and a lot of pace. It's how he normally shoots. Anyway, this coming August 12, 13, and 14, another World Pool Champion is coming here to the Philippines, Ko Pinyi from Chinese Taipei, to challenge Dennis Orculio, our money game king, and the best player probably here in the Philippines. Stay tuned. This is happening at Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. And once again, thanks for tuning in to all viewers out there. This is one highly anticipated matchup coming from the Black Tiger and El Matador. And that break is brought to us by Rapa Commercial. So once again, another dry break. And each player has 3 dry breaks. This time, looks like Carlo Biado can't see this one ball, so probably he may jump or play a push out. That's what he's called. He's left something here. What do you think about this, Luis?
Well, I won't be surprised if he returns this to David Alcaide, but looks like he's taking this on.
One corner.
Well, he called the top left corner. Regarding that corner at the top, nearest to the foot spot. So calling a bank shot. And that was a nice bank shot, and clearing the 4. Once again, David Alcaide has a chance to run out. Likes to be fairly straight on this purple 5 after he takes on this pink. Left himself an angle. Luckily for him, he can use the 9. Stop that cue ball from drifting just down table. David, he's just studying the layout. Possibly just about at the center of the table. Should be fine for him. Leaving an angle on that brown. Just like that. Doesn't need to be fairly straight on the 8. A bit of an angle would do. Doesn't want to be on the rail.
Well, the good thing is, partner, that 9 ball is just waiting on the side pocket of your screens. So I believe we'll be tied once again at 3 points.
Well, yes, that's right. Good for him. Stop that cue ball from being close to the rail once again. Looks like this is going to be perfect for David. A very straight in 10 for his third point.
There you have it. David Alcaide getting his third point of the night. So as I mentioned a while ago, Sharknetics were tied once again. A failed safety attempt there by Carlo Biado led to a run out for David Alcaide.
Yes, a run out, and it was a back shot on that two that really set it up for him, or on the one rather. That shot on the 9 was really nice coming from David. He really managed speed control that time, just landing perfectly for the 10. Anyway, once again, another matchup, and Ko Ping Chong, the younger brother of Ko Ping Yi, is coming here to the Philippines to match up against Jericho Banyares. And to all viewers out there, Jericho Banyares is one of the top 5 players that we have here in the Philippines, also known as Panday, or in English, the blacksmith. Coming this August 18, 19, and 20. So mark your calendars, guys. Save the dates. We're going to be having this matchup between these two really, really great players.
Again, you're currently watching day 1 of our 3-day event Race to 63 between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. And partner, look at this numbers that we have here so far. 3 dry breaks for Carlo, 3 dry breaks for David Alcaide.
Well, that's how the table has been playing since forever. I mean, this table that they're playing at rarely provides players a break and run out, but that's just the nature of the game here. We'll see. Carlo is going to be breaking right now. And this break is brought to us by Rapa.
Another dry break from Carlo Biado.
Oh, but I think David was going for that shot. That was his chance to get a point against Carlo Biado's break. I think Carlo is going to be passing in between the 5 and the 6, or drawing just in between or below the 6. Wow. Look at that control. Carlo Biado has really mastered cue ball control with that draw shot. Well, for many games I've watched Carlo play, more often he really chooses to draw that cue ball. Not to say he's not good when he's rolling it forward, but so far it's one of his strong assets when it comes to his game.
Alright, nice recovery there from Carlo Biado. This rack could be his 4th point.
Looks like he's rolling this just a bit forward, or putting a bit of stun to slide for the 7 towards the side. Bit more pace than he wanted. Still he can play this off the foot rail with a bit of inside. And I think he's perfect.
And there you have it, Carlo Biado, the winner, who gets his 4th point of the night.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome.
And thanks for tuning into Sharks. Once again, the Black Tiger and El Matador going at it. It's race to 63, 3 days. This will be concluded by Monday here in the Philippines. Time here right now, it's about 8:45 in the evening. So more games to be played, more racks to be played as well.
So far, partner, the story for David Alcaide is a lot of misses on the one. So a total of 3 misses on the one ball that led to Carlo Biado's point. Well, this time it will be David Alcaide to break, looking to tie once again with Carlo Biado. And this break is brought to you by Rappo Commercial. Finally, one ball down on the break for Alcaide, but no shot on the 2 ball.
Looks like he's playing a safety, or I rather a push out. Just cool. He just called that. He is going to be giving Carlo a bit of this blue. Challenging Carlo to play a safety. Cue ball will be bouncing off that head rail. Maybe he's going in between those balls and maybe get safe. Well, he doesn't fancy it. Well, it was just apparent that the double kiss was on.
Not exactly the way he planned it, partner, but it turned out well for him.
Yes, and Carlo Biado elected to use those balls as blockers and perfectly gets that cue ball on the rail. Make it more difficult here for David to kick. And missing it by a hair, David Alcaide. That was really nice effort coming from David. Might be going for a safety, or if he can find a way to break up the 6 and the 7, Carlo Biado will be going for a run out. Good thing the 2 is particularly close. He can use the cue ball, make something out of that cluster. Lightly bumps that 7. Still, the 6 ball is going to be a problem. Easily dismisses that black ball as being a hindrance for that cue ball. Let's see. There's a window between the 7 and the 9, but that's going to be a very small window here for Carlo if he chooses to play that kind of shot.
Slightly overrunning position for the 5 this time.
Well, if he left himself fairly straight with that purple, would have been easier. Playing another safety there. And I guess he's going to be leaving David. Possible kick. Not unless he can go in between that 7 and the 9. It's not going to be possible though. So I think he's called possibly the 6 or the 9 there. That's going to be David's second foul. Kind of frustrated. David wondering why that spin just caught the rail a bit too much. And a fairly easy layout now for Carlo. Every time the balls are open, Carlo Biado just runs out. It goes as well for David Alcaide. It's just a matter of who wins the safety battles that happen. And here we see the spin taking just a bit too much off that rail, thereby leading to a run out from Carlo Biado. Wasn't easy anyhow. He had to put a lot of spin there to create an angle for him to get onto that 5. So Carlo Biado once again successful playing safeties. And let us thank our sponsors before the next rack. Bugsy Promotions, promoting pool events for both amateurs and professionals, giving them opportunities to hone their skills and showcase their talents in the game of pool. Rapa Commercial in the Philippines since the 1960s has been in the distribution of pool equipment and accessories. And Phil Cues, conceptualized in 2018, is in the promotion of Philippine custom and production cues that can match and surpass the quality of cue makers in the international community. So once again, thanks to you for your generosity because if otherwise all these events that we have at Sharks wouldn't be possible.
Again, Shark Kinetics, you're currently watching day 1 of our 3-day event, Race to 63. Carlo Biado leading the way with 5 points, while David Alcaide found himself trailing by 2 points. So now he has 3 points. In a few moments, we'll be seeing Carlo Biado to break. And this break is brought to you by Ropo Commercial.
Once again, another dry break. And I guess it's not just about making this yellow ball. David can definitely make that, but playing for the 2, that might be the problem here. Good thing he has an angle, maybe to break off that 2 and 4 cluster. Plays it really well, going towards the side rail and bumping off that 2 and 4. And an open layout here for David. He has options. Looks like he has enough of an angle to roll this 3. Get closer to that pink 4. It's just a matter of preference. He can always roll forward, leave himself an angle to bounce off the side rail. Or just play a stop shot, apparently. He's going to be going under the 7.
That's perfect. Well, partner, I guess this rack belongs to David Alcaide.
That's right.
A fairly open layout.
Well, looks like he's bouncing off 2 rails for position on the next ball. Wants to leave himself just enough of an angle. Looks to be disappointed that he got fairly straight. Good for him. He can still roll this in. Take the 7 towards the corner. Just like that. Once again, overran position just a bit. Straight would have been perfect. With this, he's going to be holding his cue ball just a bit for position at the black 8. And 2 rail position for the 9. Well, either he was a bit short or just went too much for the 9 towards the corner. Still doable. David Alcaide will have to possibly bounce off 2 rails. Either he draws or he rolls his cue ball forward. There you have it. 3 rail position for the 10, and this is going to be really nice for David for his 4th point.
And And there you have it, Alcaide, the winner. So now he's just trailing by 1 point as he gets his 4th point of the night. There's a few highlights of his run out coming from a dry break from Carlo Biado.
Well, David Alcaide here, a number of accomplishments. And quote unquote, for me, billiards is my work and my sport. An athlete, David Alcaide, gonna be breaking the balls next. It's our 10th rack, all even number racks. That's gonna be David Alcaide breaking, in all odd numbered racks Carlo Biado is breaking. Who could forget that iconic back shot he played in 2019 World Pool Masters Championship against Alexander Kazakis, a heel match for the championship. A really nice bank. Solid player here. Fundamentals, yes, for us Filipinos, it's a really different style. To me, one of my favorites when it comes to fundamentals, David Alcaide. Really, really beautiful to watch. Anyway, he's gonna be breaking, and here he goes.
This break is brought to you by a Lampa commercial.
Well, after a dry break from David, Carlo elected to push out, leaving that cue ball close to the rail. A bit of a smile here for David. He's just figuring out what he wants to do and what kind of safety, if possible, he could play. Mind games being played by Carlo Biado here. Definitely has something up his sleeve. Well, a containing safety there, but I think David just can see just enough of that one. That was really crafty coming from Carlo. Apparently the one bumped the 3. I'm playing rail first. He thins that. Was planning to send it just beside the 7. And Carlo is looking and lining up for a combination. It's not going to be easy. Let's see. Well, not going to be easy for us here, Luis.
That's right. He made it look easy, partner. So now he has a shot here on the 1. Possible run out for him.
You are right. A possible run out still has to address a number of positions here. Number of concerns that pink 4 and 5 looks to be in a tricky spot. Oh, but a miss there coming from Carlo. unexpectedly. Was trying to play position, as you can see, just enough angle for the red 3 for him to bounce off that side rail for the 4. Good for him. He doesn't leave anything easy for David. Well, that's going to be a sellout now. Cue ball, just a bit too much speed. Would have been easier for Carlo if he left himself less of an angle than what he has now. Let's see how he plays this.
Well, partners, looks like you're overrun position for the 4. Okay, so now he's forced to play a safety on the 4 ball.
That was a really nice safety played by Carlo Biado. After failing to play position there, just a bit too bouncy, that rail. He's left David Alcaide once again with a kick, a reverse kick here with lots of spin. I think he's calling that black 8. And there was always a possibility of making that black. A good roll here for David, not leaving. An easy shot, but Carlo Biado with the kind of safety he plays. Looks like he's going to be getting behind the 5. Possibly.
Another successful safety there from Carlo Biado. Hiding behind the 10 and the 5 ball.
Side. 4 ball.
Well, looks like he's going to get lucky once again. Well, this 4 is makeable to that either pocket. Nice shot there from Carlo Biado. But now he has too much angle here on the 5.
And a number of great shot making showcased by Carlo Biado there. With that, looks like Carlo is once again prime position to get ahead, 2 points ahead of David Alcaide. Really nice. Using a lot of inside spin, running English there. Perfect for this 10. Carlo Biado going for 6 point.
And And there you have it, Carlo Biado getting his 6th point of the night. So now he leads by 2 points over David Alcaide.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Again, Sharkinetics, you're currently watching day 1 of our special event. This is between Carlo Biado, the Black Tiger, and David Alcaide, aka El Matador. So far, leading the way is Carlo Biado with 6 points. Not far behind is David Alcaide with 4 points. So in a few moments, we'll be seeing Carlo Biado to break. And so far, Carlo Biado has a six drive breaks for this matchup. Still found himself leading by 2 points over David Alcaide. We shall see if he can further extend his lead if he gets his 7th point. This break is brought to you by Rapa. Finally, a made ball on the break for Carlo Biado, but found himself hidden behind the 9. Is looking to push this time.
Sean.
Okay, David Alcaide wasted no time to return it to Carlo Biado. So he's calling the 1 ball in to the top right corner of your screens. Wow, what a shot there from Carlo Biado, using that 8 as well. Nice angle here on the 3. Okay, a shot here on the 4, and looks like he's eyeing a 7-10 combination after the 4 ball. Well, with this angle, I think he's going to play safe. Nice safety there from Carlo Biado.
Seven corner.
Seven corner.
Nothing there for David Alcaide, and this is gonna sell out. Last two balls for Carlo Biado.
Ten corner.
And there you have it, Carlo Biado getting his 7th point of the night. David Alcaide on your screen, Sharkinetics, his very impressive resume. A 2022 World Cup of Pool champion alongside Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, two-time Mosconi champion, two-time World Pool Masters champion, six-time European champion, 2017 Kremlin Cup champion, and two-time Eurotour champion. Quote unquote, for me, billiard is my work and my sport. And this coming August 18, 19, and 20, we have another special event for you, Sharkinetics. Another 3-day event, Race to 63. We have a special visitor from Taiwan, and that is Ko Ping Chung. So now he'll be match up against our very own Jericho Banyares.
Well, partner, so far, Carlo Biado has been more successful in terms of getting balls off that break. Let's see in a few moments. David Alcaide will try out his own break. Once again, he's breaking from the right side of the table, as we will see in a few bits.
Break.
That break is brought to you by Rapa.
Push.
Elected to push this time. That 2 ball doesn't pass by the 9.
Two ball corner.
So Carlo Biado is calling a bank on the 2 to the bottom left corner of your screens. went exactly the way he planned it, and this time it's gonna be selling out for David Alcaide. Okay. A good angle here on the 5 to bounce off one rail to get to the 6. Not unless he plays a short side position for the 6.
Well, just checking if that brown goes past the 10. David Alcaide decides to play for the same pocket where he just made that 6. Well, he's a bit disappointed with the result of that position. Wanted to be fairly straight. Just a bit more work to be done.
Well, no problem there for him. Left himself a good angle here on the 8.
And has a nice, or a fairly flat angle on this 9 rather. He's gonna be pounding possibly this cue ball, or maybe just roll forward with a bit of inside. It looks like that's what he's doing. And a bit of a testy shot here on this stripe 10. For his 5th point, David.
There you go, David Alcaide getting his 5th point of the night. And I believe it's coming from a nice break for him. So much needed win there for David Alcaide. But still he's trailing by 2 points from Carlo Biado. On your screens is the resume of Carlo Biado, the Black Tiger, World Games champion of 2017, 2017 World 9-Ball champion, 2021 US Open champion, and 2021 SEA Games gold medalist. This time, it will be his break, looking to get his 8th point of the night. And so far, the story for Carlo Biado, he has 6 try breaks.
Well, Carlo Biado early 2010s was already one of the best players here in the Philippines, but right now looks like after winning that 2021 US Open champion has now asserted himself as possibly the best player here in the Philippines. This is gonna be a long matchup. Let's see how the balls roll for these guys. And right now, Carlo Biado is breaking.
This break is brought to you by Rapa. Well, this time he made the ball the blue 2, and not exactly sure if he does enough room for that one ball to make it to the top left corner.
Well, not to mention that's a fairly difficult shot, especially being close to this rail, so possibly play a safety. Yes, bumping that 1 off that 4 to stop it from getting anywhere close. Nice effort there, but David now has a really nice look at this yellow. Just checking if he's gonna scratch. I think he might be going for it. He just called it right now.
Attention.
Using his time extension, David Alcaide for this one. Or maybe a safety there. Just got behind a number of balls, and this looks to be great. Well, is there a window in between the 3 and 7 for a kick shot? No, he's going the other way. Well, partner, look at this. Carlo Biado raises his hand in apology, but that was a really nice kick. Not by any means an easy feat.
Save.
Well, I think he's going to get lucky. Well, maybe not. I think he left a room here on the 1.
One corner. Save.
Well, he didn't want to hit the 10 ball. So now found himself hidden behind the 7 this time. A sliver of hope here for David Alcaide.
Well, Carlo has no other chance but to play a kick. Maybe he can go rail first here and make something happen in his favor.
Three. Three corner. Kapit.
Calling that corner. Let's see. Wow, that was close. Carlo Biado living up to that Filipino legacy. Really good at playing kick saves. Who would have thought he would have gotten, making it really difficult for David Alcaide. Playing into the 5 and, well,
Three.
Bit of a side there from David. He's going rail first. Carlo looking to make this 3. Let's hope he doesn't scratch towards the opposite corner. Well, that was a really nice kick shot there. Once again, Carlo Biado. Number of really great shots under his sleeve. He's perfect here on this purple 5. We know what's next. A bit flat on this 7, something he never wanted. Wanted a bit of an angle. This time he can just roll this forward for a shot on the side for that black.
Playing short side possession for the 9. So 2 balls away for his 8-point.
9 ball, 9 ball.
Ball corner.
Playing that side pocket with lots of speed and making that 9-ball fall. Nice shot, and he's now with 8 points. Carlo Biado, 3 points clear of David Alcaide. Biggest lead for the night so far. And let us thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, promoting pool events for amateurs and professionals, giving them opportunities to hone their skills and showcase their talents in the game of pool. Rapa Commercial has been in the distribution of pool equipment and accessories since the 1960s. And PhilQs, conceptualized in 2018, is in the promotion of Philippine custom and production cues that can match and surpass the quality of cue makers in the international community. Once again, thanks. If it weren't for our generous sponsors, all these events wouldn't be possible, especially this one that we are watching right now, El Matador versus the Black Tiger, and many more matches to come. As we've shown earlier, Ko Pin-yi and Ko Ping-chung are up next, coming here to the Philippines here at Sharks. So the 14th rack coming up next, it's going to be David Alcaide to break.
Break.
And that break is brought to us by Rapa Commercial. So once again, another dry break for David. He's thinking of what he has to do in order for him to make a ball off that break.
Well, this time, this is a 2-8 combination for Carlo Biado.
Well, still in line. Possibly draw his cue ball just towards the center. Just like that. Leaving himself an angle for him to bounce off. Possibly 2 rails for the 5. Just 1. Well, that's fairly straight. Has to put a bit more spin for this 5. Or draw his cue ball. Which Carlo really likes doing. You can see that spin. See it take on the rail. Settles for an angle here in the 7, which I think is going to be using inside spin to kill that cue ball off the second. Just like that. Once again, Carlo Biado looks to be winning this rack. Going for his 9th point, Carlo Biado.
And there you have it. Carlo Biado now has 9 points. Now he's leading by 4 points over David Alcaide. Of course, that is coming from a dry break from David Alcaide. And this coming August 12, 13, and 14 Shark Kinetics, we have another special event for you guys. A visitor from Taiwan, and a world champion as well. Kopini will be facing our very own Dennis Orcullo. And this event is brought to you by Sharks.
Once again, Carlo Biado is now leading, this time by 4 points against El Matador David Alcaide. Biggest lead so far is 4. And 12 more racks for Carlo, and he's going to be ending this night, the very first night of this challenge between Carlo and David. So up next to break, that's going to be Carlo. All odd numbered breaks. So up next, it's the 15th rack. Carlo is going to be breaking.
This break is brought to you by a Rapa commercial. Okay, nice break there, and he does have a shot on the 1 ball. Very productive break there coming from Carlo Biado.
Well, partner, Carlo doesn't seem to be breaking them very hard, yet he's making balls off that break.
That's right.
So far, the speed he put is just about, let's say, 70 to 80% of what he can really do. Well, he's just contemplating this time as to what kind of shot he's playing here. Maybe playing that too towards that corner, or maybe a safety. Wants to get behind the 10. I think he just got there. Once again, David Alcaide is coming to the table, looking at a kick.
Save.
Nice counter safety there from David Alcaide, hiding behind the 7 ball. So now Carlo Biado is looking to jump over that brown 7.
Two. Two corner.
At the same time, he's calling the bank on the 2 to that bottom left corner of your screens.
Save.
Almost making that 2 ball, but this time it's gonna sell out for David Alcaide. This is a must-win for David Alcaide, as he is currently trailing by 4 points.
And he's just measuring up where he wants that cue ball to land. For the pink, looks like too much spin there, but he can still make this pink 4. For a moment, we all thought he was going to scratch, but not bad for David. Wow, and that was nice shot there, killing that cue ball, sliding off the side, putting a bit of English. Now has a really nice angle here for this brown 7. Nice on the 8, but the 9 just bounced off too much for an easier shot where the 10 ball is close at. This time it looks like he's playing for position
Extension.
on a combination.
Well, he would have wanted a straighter shot here on the
10 ball
9
corner.
for an easy 9-10 combination.
Save.
Nothing there for David Alcaide. But he left a fairly hard shot here on the 9.
9.
Yes, a difficult shot for Carlo, but all he has to do with this is just roll this in. Automatic position for the 10 ball. And it looked like he almost made that. Misses that, and this time David has a chance to get within 3 points once again.
And there you have it. David Alcaide getting his 6th win of the night. And of course that is a must win for him, as he is currently trailing by 3 points. So a lucky break there for him, despite of the fact of that 9-10 combination miss. And this coming August, Sharkinetics, another 3-day event brought to you by Sharks. A special visitor from Taiwan, and that is Ko Pinyi, going up against Dennis Orcullo of the Philippines. And another great event for you Sharkinetics. This time it will be the brother of Ko Pinyi, Ko Ping Chung against Jericho Banyares, another 3-day event race to 63. And these events were made possible by Sharks. Nine games to 6 is our score so far. The Black Tiger, Carlo Biado, leading the way, as he's currently up by 3 points over David Alcaide. Again, you're currently watching day 1 of our special event, a 3-day event, Race to 63 between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. So in a few seconds, we'll be seeing David Alcaide to break.
Break.
Yes, it's David Alcaide to break because this is our 16th rack. So all even numbered breaks, it's going to be David. All odd number, it's going to be Carlo.
And this break is brought to you by Rapa.
And once again for David, a dry break. Well, still looking for something off that break.
Back corner.
A nice shot there on the 1 for Carlo Biado. Found himself a good position here on the 2 ball. So far, a lot of traffic to be addressed.
Something must be wrong with those rails. Carlo Biado playing with a lot of spin. Inside spin. Wow, what a shot from Carlo. Pounding that 3 ball in for really nice position.
Red corner.
This time he's even playing a combination with the 4 and the 7. I'd say, partner, this is a really tough rack, and Carlo played the rail first, played with lots of inside, and once again, after the 5 is going to be going for a combination with the 6 and the 8.
Well, another problem begins for Carlo Biado. I don't think that 6 ball passes by the 8.
Well, you're right. I didn't think he intended to bump that.
6.
Combination was on anyhow.
But he's calling the 6 ball in.
It makes it fall anyhow. Wait a minute. Think he's leaving himself an angle for him to play position for the side. What is he looking at, Carlo Biado? This has to be a really, really hard draw shot. And look at this. The whole rack was spectacular. And that wouldn't have been possible if Carlo Biado hadn't played an error there. Could you imagine that? Carlo Biado now with 10 points. What a draw shot on that 8 ball. We're going to be seeing that in the replay.
There you have it. Carlo Biado getting double digits.
Rail first. Playing with a lot of inside spin on that blue. Pounding that 3. Going for a combination with a 4 and 7. Accidentally bumping the 6. Making it fall anyhow. And look at this draw. Wow. Crazy shot making abilities being shown here by Carlo Biado. That was amazing.
Carlo Biado on your screen, Shark Kinetics, with a very impressive resume as well. 2017 World Games champion, 2017 World 9-ball champion, 2021 US Open champion, and 2021 SEA Games gold medalist.
And partner, not to we could also mention he almost won the 2018 World 9-ball championship, because apparently he was going up against in the finals against Joshua Filler. Came up just a bit short, losing by 13-10 against Joshua. Had he won that, that would be the first back-to-back World 9-ball champion, I think, in the history of pool. Came up really close that time. And once again, you are witnessing this matchup between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. Leading by 4 points is Carlo. And up next, he's going to be breaking.
And this time, Carlo Biado will be breaking, looking to further extend his lead.
Break.
And this break is brought to you by Rapa. Finally, Carlo Biado was able to figure out the break. Another productive break there for him. Unfortunately, no shot on the 1 here.
Okay. One corner. Six. Four. Four corner.
And throwing that pink four in. That was really crafty. Carlo Biado made the ball off the break. Played the safety, and now it looks like he has an open look here at this one. But apparently that 2 ball found a way to make it more interesting for us.
One corner.
Well, he's playing a bank. What a shot there, Carlo Biado. Really showing off this time. Playing a bank and holding position as well for this blue. All of a sudden, Carlo Biado, after what looked to be a complicated layout, he's running out for 11 points on his side.
Last 2 balls for Carlo Biado.
Ten ball corner.
And there you have it, Carlo Biado further extending his lead. So now he has 11 points. 5-point lead here for Carlo Biado.
Well, so far, the biggest lead that he has is 5. Well, after playing a safety, throwing in that pink 4 via combination, playing a bank on that one. Wow, Carlo Biado. It's hard not to be inspired seeing that.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Again, you're currently watching day 1 of our special event, a 3-day event race to 63 between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. And so far, Carlo Biado found himself leading by 5 points. He has 11 while David Alcaide has 6 points.
Here we go, David Alcaide to break. This break is brought to us by Rapa Commercial. And finally, David Alcaide making something off that break. And has a shot on this one to spare. Looks like he has to play something really difficult if he's going to be playing offensive.
One corner.
Wow, what a shot. Just needs to avoid scratch. Okay, he's still okay here. I think he has enough angle here to bounce off 2 rails to get to the 3. Okay, playing it simple for David Alcaide. Looks like he's going to bank this 3 ball, or does he play safe?
Session.
A miss there from David Alcaide. A miss there from Carlo Biado. Something we really don't expect. Okay, nice shot there on the 4. A good kiss there on the 7 to stop the cue ball. Oh, costly miss there for David Alcaide. And frustration is building in for him.
And ball.
And there you have it, Carlo Biado. So costly miss there from David Alcaide, leaving this open for Carlo Biado. So now he found himself leading by 6 points over David Alcaide. Again, Shark Kinetics, you're currently watching day one of our special event. A visitor all the way from Spain is David Alcaide going up against the Black Tiger, Carlo Biado.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Break.
Here we go, Carlo Biado to break. This break is brought to us by Rob. And after a dry break from Carlo Biado, David comes to the table being blocked by that 5 ball. Looks like he has to push out. And going for safety, Carlo Biado. Looks like he's hooked David Alcaide with this purple 5 and the pink 4. Now looks like he has to kick. Calling the farther corner pocket, maybe to make this via a kick and a bank.
Nine ball, corner. Nine ball, corner.
Well, no luck there for David Alcaide. But he almost made that. Was a great effort there coming from David. Going rail first, and it looks like just a bit too short there to get to. It's not about just making that 9. He also needs to avoid, rather not that 9, making the 2 and avoid collision with the 9. Now it becomes part of the equation.
Extension. Extension.
Bumps that 9. Well, doesn't get good position here for the 3, and now looks like Carlo Biado has to kick.
3 corner.
Well, and finally an open shot here for David Alcaide. I think he's going for this partner.
That's right.
It's going to offer him position if he goes for it. But decides to play a safety. Wise move there.
Three side. 3 side pocket. Foul.
That's a foul for Carlo Biado. Opportunity here for David Alcaide. Nice speed there from David Alcaide. Good angle here to get to the 7. Onto his final ball. And there you have it, David Alcaide with that much needed win. He has 7 points. Well, will this be the spark that he needed? On the previous rack, frustration was building in for David Alcaide. And of course, this event is made possible by the following sponsors. So we would like to thank Bugsy Promotions, Rapa Commercial, and Phil Q's, Billiard Q's. And Sharkinetics, you're currently watching day 1 of our special event. A 3-day event race to 63 between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. Leading is Carlo Biado has 12 points, David Alcaide with 7 points. Again, for day 1, it will be race to 21. So we're almost halfway there. So this time it will be David Alcaide breaking, looking to get his 8th point of the night. That break is brought to you by Rapa. Dry break from Alcaide. Found himself safe behind the 9 ball. Lucky break there for him. Okay, a push here from Carlo Biado. Okay, returning it to Carlo Biado. Looks like he's calling that 1 ball to that bottom right of your screens. A miss there from Carlo Biado. Not exactly sure if this sells out. Looks like he's calling the 1 ball in.
Good shot.
Well, looks like he got a foul there. David Alcaide, very honest, very sportsmanlike gesture there, admitting it even before the referee calls it.
Nice shot there on the 2 for Carlo Biado, and this is gonna open things up for him. this looks like a run out for Carlo Biado. Of course, that was coming from a foul from David Alcaide.
And once again, a really nice shot making here coming from Carlo Biado, who's going to be on his 13th point. And there you have it. 6 points ahead of David Alcaide, Carlo Biado. And this coming August 12, 13, and 14. Once again, this announcement, we're going to be saying this until the day Kopinyi comes here from Chinese Taipei, world champion back in 2015, beating the great Shane Van Boning. Kopinyi is coming up against Dennis Orculio. Mark your calendar, save the dates. So here we go. Carlo Biado is going to be breaking. That break is brought to us by Rapa Commercial.
Nice shot there from Carlo Biado. And he does have a good angle to easily get onto the tree. Now he's lining up a 3-7 combination to the top left corner of your screens. And this looks like a break and run out for Carlo Biado. Okay, on to his final ball for his 14 point. And there you have it, Carlo Biado winning his 14th point of the night. And of course, this special event wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. So a big shout out here for Bugsy Promotions, Rapa Commercial, and Field Cues, Billiard Cues.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Alright, today is a day one of our special event between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. So far, leading the way is Carlo Biado with 14 points, while David Alcaide has 7 points. A large gap here for Carlo Biado, and looking to break this time is David Alcaide. This break is brought to you by Rapa. Finally, a ball down for David Alcaide, but he didn't get lucky. Wow, nice shot there. But he has too much angle here on the two. Needs to avoid that 9 ball.
Extension. Extension. Two ball corner. Two ball corner.
Wow, nice recovery shot there from Alcaide. Got himself a good angle here, good angle on the 3. This time it was too thin, and that's a miss.
Three corner.
Okay, a two-way shot here for Carlo Biado. A miss on the 3. But of course, he got safe behind the 8 and the 9. A good effort there. But this time it's gonna sell out. Nice shot using that 9. Going on to the 7. So 4 balls remaining. And there you have it. Carlo Biado with another win. So he has 15 points this time. Slowly chipping away is Carlo Biado. Found himself leading by 8 points over David Alcaide.
This coming August 12, 13, 14, once again, Copenhagen. We're going to be seeing him live in action against Dennis Orculio, the Money Game King. Mark your calendars. All of this is brought to us by Sharks. Well as his younger brother Ko Ping Chong coming here to the Philippines, and this time his opponent is gonna be Jericho Banyares. Happening this August 18, 19, and 22 events that we have here. We're gonna be witnessing 2 great events from 4 great players. Right now, Carlo Biado is leading by 8 points. Wow, the biggest lead so far. David Alcaide against Diaz Bola had an 8-point lead, but Dennis found a way to catch up. Let's see if David can replicate that. Possibly reduce this lead so it wouldn't be too difficult for him in the next days.
And this break is brought to you by Rapa Commercial.
and making the 9 ball off that side pocket. And looking to play a safe. Wow, that was really thin coming from Carlo Biado. David Alcaide now. Think he can play a rail first or a kick shot here.
One ball in the corner.
Wide corner.
And David apparently missing that 1 ball in full. David still recovering from a number of mistakes he has committed right now. Once again, another chance here for Carlo Biado. And once again, Carlo Biado, after getting really nice position there in the blue 2, looks to be running out. Really nice on this 5. 6 towards the side. Using inside spin that time. Possibly taking this 8 towards the side as well. And for his 16th point, and apparently that's going to be 9 points.
10 corner.
9 points ahead of David here. It's all hope. David Alcaide
Carlo wins.
would finally find a way to get something off that break and possibly run out. Carlo Biado just needing 5 more points to end this first night. And there you go, after a really bad miss there from David. Biado played for center table position, and that point on, it was an open layout for Carlo. And Carlo Biado, the Black Tiger, is breaking. Rather, it's David Alcaide who's breaking in the next rack. Well, just recently winning the World Cup of Pool with his partner Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Very accomplished player here, European player coming from Spain. One of my favorites, a really intense professional pool player. That's one of the highlights that I see from his game. I personally love watching that from David Alcaide. So he's up to break El Matador. It's the Black Tiger against El Matador. Score is 16-7. Leading is Carlo Biado by 9 points. That's quite a lead here. So far, the biggest that we've experienced so far in our 63 race to 63 matchups. Here we go, David Alcaide to break in a few moments.
Again, this is a dry break. That's a miss from Carlo Biado. A chance here for Alcaide. I believe he does have a shot here using rail first. Well, short on the position for the 5-ball this time for Carlo Biado. But I believe he still has a shot here. Okay, slightly jacking up. I must say to the 5. Nicely done there. Okay, last 3 balls for Carlo Biado to secure his 17 point. And there you go. Carlo Biado found himself with his 17 points. So now he has a double-digit lead over David Alcaide.
Once again, let us thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, promoting pool events for amateurs and professionals, giving them opportunities to showcase their talents and hone their skills in the game of pool. Rapa Commercial, in the distribution of pool equipment and accessories since the 1960s. And PhilQ's, started in 2018, is in the promotion of Philippine custom and production cues that can match and surpass the quality of cue makers in the international community. So once again, thanks. If it weren't for the generosity of our sponsors, all these events that we're handing to you wouldn't be possible. And once again, Sharks, here we are, race to 63. Leading by 10 is Carlo Biado against David Alcaide. That's what Sharks is all about. Providing you professional, world-class matches, as well as amateur, giving chances to amateur pool players to get to play here in this beautiful Sharks arena. That's what Sharks is all about. So in a few moments, breaking for 25th rack, it's going to be Carlo Biado. That break is brought to us by Ropa Commercial. Playing a safety probably. David Alcaide wants to get behind the 5. He does get there. It's going to be difficult for Biado to play a jump, so probably is going for a kick shot. And wow, the prowess of Biado when it comes to kicking. I think only Dennis Orculio can match that kind of talent. Wants a good roll here, David. I think he just got behind the 8. Can't exactly tell from where we're seeing this, but only Biado can tell. There you have it based on that angle. And wow, finally gets past. Gets past that one ball, avoids a double kiss. Going to kick right now is David. Gets a good roll, possibly. Can't see if that goes past the 6. And he's calling it.
Well, this could be another run out for Carlo Biado. Well, this time he has too much angle here on the 4. He's calling that 4 ball in to the top right corner of your screens.
Well, that was a really spectacular play there from Carlo. Playing on a really nice shot on that pink. Drawing his cue ball just enough for an easier shot on the 6. Once again, Carlo Biado shooting really freely right now with a comfortable lead of 10 points. Looking to get 11 points ahead of David Alcaide.
Corner.
And there you have it. Complete dominance here for Carlo Biado. Got himself his 18th point of the night.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Well, and there you have it, guys. Race to 63, but tonight, first player to get 21 points is going to be ending this first day or first night of the Black Tiger versus El Matador. Carlo Biado really solid from the start of this matchup after a number of really bad rolls for David Alcaide. He seems to be struggling when it comes to getting out. Well, let's see if he can pull one back against Carlo Biado. That break is brought to us by Rapa Commercial. Finally something off that break, but apparently not an easy opening shot with this lowest numbered ball, the 2. Well, he's giving it a look. Seems to be in focus right now. Let's see what he does. And trying to swerve just a bit away from the 8, but once again, a foul from David Alcaide. Playing for center table here, Carlo Biado leaves himself a really nice angle on this red. But apparently playing 3 or 4 reels is not going to get him. It's going to get him on the short side of the 4. But apparently that 9 is blocking an easy pot. So he chooses to go 2 rails, hit the point. But still perfect here for Carlo Biado. Worked really well for him that time. Possibly he's going to be bouncing off 2 rails for position on the purple 5.
Wow, what a shot. Good kiss there on the 8 to get position for the 7. Last 2 balls for Carlo Biado. Yeah, a bit short here, but it's still okay.
Carlo wins.
And there you have it, Sharkanetics. 19 points for Carlo Biado. A huge gap over David Alcaide. A 12-point lead for him. And this coming August, Sharkanetics, another special event. This time we have a special visitor from Taiwan, and that is Ko Ping-yi. He'll be matched up against our very own Dennis Orgullo. And of course, another special event for you, Sharkanetics, another 3-day event, Race to 63. This time it will be the brother of Ko Ping-yi. That is Ko Ping-chung on your screen, Sharkanetics. And he'll be matched up against Jericho Banyares. And this event is brought to you by Sharks. (19-7) is our score so far, Sharkanetics. Again, you're currently watching day 1 of a special event between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. This is a 3-day event, Race to 63. So in a few moments, we'll be seeing Carlo Biado to break. So for day 1, it will be Race to 21. A chance here for Carlo Biado to get himself on the hill.
Break.
This break is brought to us by Ropa Commercial. Making something off that break. Doesn't have a really nice shot here on this one. Carlo Biado. You can see this one, but I don't think he can do much here. Possibly
Push.
he can push out, and that's what he's going for. Well, he's pushing out to a spot where he has to play rail first. Maybe he has in mind making that 8 ball. Let's see.
One corner.
He's calling that 1 ball to that bottom left of your screens. Well, this sells out for David Alcaide. Nice shot there on the 1 ball. Nice shot there on the 2. Looks like, is this a 3-10 combination?
points.
And finally, after a number of racks there in favor of Carlo, David Alcaide gets one on his side. Now has 8 points, is trailing by 11. Who knows, guys? David Alcaide. He may play and win consecutive number of racks, depending on the break, of course. This time the break really worked for him. Because Carlo Biado, after playing a push out, failed to get safe. David Alcaide was given a chance to run out up until the 3 because the 3 and the 10 were lined up particularly for a combination.
On your screens is the resume of Carlo Biado, 2017 World Games champion, 2017 World 9 World champion, 2021 US Open champion, and 2021 SEA Games gold medalist. (19-8) is our score so far, Sharkinetics. That is in favor of Carlo Biado, leading by 11 points over El Matador David Alcaide. This time it will be David Alcaide breaking, looking to get his 9th point of the night. Again, you're currently watching day 1 of our 3-day event Race to 63 between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide.
So here we go. David Alcaide is gonna be breaking. Breaking from the center of the table. Unfortunately, not getting anything off that break.
Okay. Came up short that he wanted to. He would have wanted a straighter shot here on the 3, but I believe he still has a shot on the 3 to the side. Needs to bounce off a rail to get to the 4. Nice recovery there from Carlo Biado. Good angle here on the 5 to get onto the 6.
Really nice shot making here showed by Carlo Biado. He's in line for a possible run out. Bumping that 9 didn't hurt him. Playing for the center this time of the table. And an easy 10 ball for his 20th point, apparently leading by 12 points. Now on the hill for this very first night here, this event of ours.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
And once again, let us thank PhilQs for being our sponsor here. Conceptualized in 2018, is in the promotion of Philippine custom and production cues that can match and surpass the quality of cue makers in the international community. And
our score so far, 20 for Carlo Biado, just 1 point away. While David Alcaide has 8 points. And of course, let's not discount David Alcaide. No stranger for big leads. It's just a 12-point lead for Carlo Biado. And we still have day 2 and day 3. David Alcaide is pretty much capable of coming back. The same goes on what happened between him and Dennis Orcullo. And this break is brought to you by Europa Commercial. 8 ball down, 1 ball down, and an open shot on the 2.
And this looks like a rack as to which Carlo Biado can end the night now. No tie-ups here on any ball. Well, wait a minute. For a moment there, we all thought he was getting over the 5. Biado is now 5 balls away for the very first, winning the very first night here in this matchup. A bit too much space, but still shouldn't hurt Carlo. Can always bump the 9. Just like that. Easy shot on the 7.
Okay, 2 balls away for Carlo Biado. And there you have it. And Carlo Biado getting his 21st point. And that wraps up our day 1 Sharkinetics. This is a 3-day event, race to 63. So for day 1, it will be race to 21. Alright, Shark Fanatics, that's the wrap up of our day 1. Again, this is a 3-day event, race to 63. Carlo Biado with a huge lead over David Alcaide. He has 21 points while David Alcaide has 8 points. And we'll be saying goodbye for now, Shark Fanatics. Again, this is Luis Martinez for the commentary. Joining with me is my partner is Arizal Mario Professor Freeze. And we'll see you again tomorrow for day 2 of this matchup between Carlo Biado and David Alcaide. Good night, everyone.